What's up everyone, it's Roger from Ventura Nutrition. Today we have a very special post-holidays edition of the top 5 as we focus in on love handles, which essentially are deposits of fat that have gathered around the lower back, hip and stomach area, also referred to by many males as the spare tire, which is something I myself have struggled with in the past. Even though I have not carried any babies in my womb for 12 months, been through any pregnancies, nor given birth like my wife has, so what is my excuse? I am just a pathetic, weak Okay, can we stop right there? This is ridiculous. Kylie wrote the intro to this top 5 script, and this has clearly gotten out of hand. She should never be allowed near a pen or a script. But I know she's just kidding. I know she means every word with love, in some weird way. To all our viewers and listeners, just ignore her. She's crazy. In today's top 5, we will be looking at simple tricks to help you lose those love handles fast. Don't forget to follow us on social media and also like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our future episodes of Q&As or top 5s. So without any further ado and without any of Kylie's agendas leaking their way into my script, let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 1, HIIT or high intensity interval training after weights. In order to be able to lose body fat, particularly in the lower back and stomach area, aka love handles, and more importantly to maintain that fat loss and keep it off, you need to time your cardio correctly as well as doing the right kind of cardio. When you step into the gym to begin your workout, your body's first choice for a fuel source is glycogen, aka stored carbohydrates. Glycogen is primarily stored in the muscle tissue and in the liver, and this is what your body will use for the first portion of your workout. If you time your weight training first, your body will be forced to use glycogen and its stored carbohydrates as a fuel source for your muscles as they go through the repetitions under volume or resistance training. By the time you finish your workout, your body is depleted of glycogen and therefore has no choice but to use body fat as its fuel source. By implementing or including a short 10 to 15 minute high intensity interval training session immediately after weights, you not only will be targeting body fat due to the depletion of that glycogen and stored carbs, but the raised level of intensity will switch on your beta-3 receptors, which are the very stubborn receptors often found inside fat cells that just don't seem to want to go away. A great way to include some high intensity interval training is sprints on the treadmill, sprints on the spin bike, or even fast-paced sprints on the rower. An example of this would be going hard for 30 seconds with 30 seconds break at a reduced rate and repeating this 5 to 6 times over. As you progress and you become fitter and stronger, you can increase the intensity and the length of these bursts. Coming in at number 2, soluble fiber. Because fiber expands when it comes into contact with water, it becomes a very useful tool in our gut by making us feel fuller for longer. This means that you are less likely to consume any extra unnecessary calories and also not spend all day starving yourself going crazy. Foods that you can include in your diet that are high in fiber include berries, avocados, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and apples and cucumbers, both with the skin on. If you are having trouble getting enough fiber in your daily diet, using a great fiber supplement like ProFight Sports Trimming Cleanse, Nutrigenics Cleanse and Tone, MFL Body Cleanse, or Icon Muscle Slim and Cleanse are some of the best products on the market using a high potent psyllium fiber that's one of the highest qualities that you can put into your body. Taking 1 or 2 capsules morning and night will provide your body with 8 times the fiber in a typical bowl of oats or breakfast cereal. Coming in at number 3, high protein foods. One of the most misunderstood concepts about high protein foods is that these foods are not only great for building and repairing muscle tissue, but they also require a lot of energy from your digestive system in order to break down. Foods that are high in carbohydrates and fats require only around 15% of your body's total calorie content to break down and digest, while high protein foods can require up to 35% of your body's total calorie content to be used as fuel in order to break down the protein, digest it, and absorb all of its nutrients. And while calories aren't everything, protein is one of the lower calorie macro foods, coming in at only 4 calories per gram. A good baseline to use as a guide as to how much protein each individual needs for their body type is to take in at least 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight, or 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. If you are having a hard time getting dietary protein in your daily diet, a protein shake can be one of your best tools to help you along in this situation. Using a protein powder that doesn't contain any extra unnecessary calories, as well as one that doesn't use a ton of artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors, and sugars, which can also interfere with blood sugar levels and completely offset your body's fat burning processes, your best bet becomes something like MFL Muscle Food Labs Muscle Isolate or NARLab's 100% Hydrolyzed Isolate, both of which contain 0 sugar, 0 lactose, 0 fat, and only 1 gram of carb per scoop, with up to 30 grams of protein in each serving. If an isolate doesn't fit within your financial budget, a good lean whey protein becomes the next best option. For example, NARLab's Pure Instant Whey, which has a significantly cheaper price and only contains 2.5 grams of fat per serving, 2.5 grams of carbs per serving, and only 2 grams of sugar per serving, while providing 24 grams of protein. If you prefer to steer away from the whey proteins, a plant-based protein will work just as well, as long as it contains a high level of protein, no additives, artificial ingredients, or chemical content, and is not high enough in carbs, fats, and sugars to offset your body's fat-burning processes. A product like Redcon 1 Green Beret Vegan Protein contains 20 grams of protein per scoop with 0 sugar and only 2 grams of total fat, while using no artificial flavors, no artificial dyes, 100% plant-based protein sources, and comes with a gluten-free guarantee. Coming in at number 4, reduced sugar intake. Sugar also happens to be a fast-digesting food, meaning the body requires less energy to break it down. This means that your body is not only using less calories to break sugar down, but the speed at which sugar enters your bloodstream also then raises insulin, which is your body's storage hormone, and encourages your body to store body fat rather than burn it. Sugar also has a long-term effect on your eating habits, as it causes changes in your brain chemistry, in particular the levels of the dopamine chemical, which can cause you to crave more and more sugar as time goes on, making fat loss harder and more impossible. Eliminating simple sugar from your diet is the best way to go. However, pay very close attention to food labels, as food companies have many ways of hiding sugar throughout the labels under different names. If you are not able to lower your sugar content immediately, or you are simply unaware of hidden sugars that may be lurking in your foods, one of the best things you can do is incorporate something that was mentioned at number 2, and that is fiber. When incorporating a good amount of fiber into your diet, or better still, using a highly concentrated, potent fiber in the form of a supplement, the expanding nature of fiber will absorb and attract any leftover glucose or sugar in your bloodstream, reducing its effects and not allowing it to cause havoc on your insulin levels. And coming in at number 5, my all-time favorite and what I believe is the most underrated aspect of all, hormone levels. Hormones have a huge effect on stored body fat, and they also determine where our body chooses to store that fat. Most men or women who have love handles are usually walking around with elevated estrogen and cortisol levels, meaning their body is more likely to store fat and less likely to build hard-toned muscle tissue. One of the best ways to ensure your hormones are at optimal levels is to get enough sleep. When we don't get enough quality sleep, it upsets our hormone levels, particularly our testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol balance, which can cause our body to hold more fat, hold more water, and also slow down muscle repair. Another big issue that also contributes to imbalanced hormone levels is stress. Stress produces adrenaline, which in turn raises cortisol levels, and therefore starts us all the way back at square one all over again. Foods that are high in trans fats, genetically modified or GMO packaged foods, simple carbs, sugars, and alcohol all have a negative effect on hormone levels and are all known to elevate estrogen and kill testosterone. Cruciferous vegetables become our best friend when it comes to hormone health and the regulation of those hormones. Foods such as Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and broccoli have been shown to help regulate hormone levels and therefore reduce body fat and water retention in the long run. One of our biggest selling products of all time is NARLab's Nolastar. Nolastar contains diindole methane and indole 3-carbinol, which are 2 extracts taken from cruciferous vegetables and combined with calcium to enable your body to bind up excess hormones such as estrogen and flush them out through the digestive system. When Nolastar is used in combination with a fiber supplement like ProFight Sports Trimming Cleanse, the excess hormones are pulled out of the bloodstream and sent to the gut, where the fiber pushes them out through the digestive system along with the rest of the body's waste. When hormone levels are balanced, it means the pituitary gland in our brain can relax, homeostasis has been restored, and the body can get back to burning body fat, building muscle, and healthy fluid and hydration levels. So there you have it, guys. That's another top 5 in the bag, and today we looked at the top 5 tricks to help you lose those love handles fast. All of the products mentioned in this video are linked in the description below. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Ventura Nutrition, and also give this video a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our future Q&As or top 5 episodes. I'm Roger from Ventura Nutrition, and I'm off to write my own intro script, and I will see you guys on the next top 5.